So for resale, I've been doing a lot of that, mostly in furniture flipping. A buddy of mine got into it, and he makes around 2K a month. And it is very sparse sometimes, and sometimes business is booming. So it's not very stable, but it is good money, and he averages 2K a month, which does add up to quite a bit. So I will continue to do this, but he does have uh, a Subaru, which is big trunk. I only have a Kia Soul. The back is a little small, but if you have a truck and if you have the storage space, he has a whole garage to put stuff in, and I only have my room really. So yeah, if you have the space, I think this will be a good hustle, and I will continue to do so. But mine, I can't really scale it, so it's just kind of halfway in for me. And next is retail arbitrage. Uh, to get on Amazon, you need to get verified. And there's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube on how to get verified and whatnot. But for me, I think it's too much work and it's not ideal for what I want to do. It feels a little not scammy per se, but it is a little bit. It's also, I feel like, scummy a little bit as well. But money is money, so I might get into it at some point throughout the challenge, but for right now, leave it to the side. And wholesale, it's just it's in bulk, so I don't have that kind of money or that kind of space. So again, maybe once I get the capital, I can start doing that later. We'll see how it goes. So Airbnb arbitrage. There are many people who have been very successful, wildly successful with this, but in my opinion, it is too risky. Once you sublease under a landlord, I don't know if I'm using the correct terms. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but you essentially take on all the risk for a landlord. You're paying up front, and I don't know if it's up front. I might be butchering a lot of these words, but regardless, you're leasing the property and you have to go and find people to sublease to. So the property is appreciating in value and the landowner will benefit from that, but you don't get anything from it. You're just taking on the risk. So I see it as a con more than anything else. And for that reason, I am out of Airbnb arbitrage. So vending machine. It's also, I feel like, a very saturated market. And unless if you know a place to put it or someone who can help you find a place, I feel like it's it's a long shot. But if I do find something like that, I'm gonna try and invest in a vending machine. They go from 1.5K to 6K maybe. So again, I'm investing in it later, but we'll see. I do want to get into this because it's rather passive, and passive income is definitely the way to go. So next up is making a product and then selling it. And honestly, this is my favorite one on the list. You get to use all your creative juices and try to come up with something, and it adds value to society. It's probably going to be helpful to some people in some type of way, shape, or form, but it's probably going to be the least successful out of all the other courses of action.